So when you achieve some company, then you have to respectful and humble to your Shaykh and adopt his ittiba. And ittiba can only be adopted if the person whom you are going to submit to, he himself deserves to be obeyed. You have to see his own life, his own acts, his own behavior, his own standings of night, his own striving, his own mujahada, his own riyada, his own worships. Because awliya stated, Sayyidina Fuzail ibn Iyaz and Imam Shafi'i and great saints of the time, reporting from Holy Prophet and companion sallallahu alaihi wasallam ridwanullah ta'ala alayhim ajma'in, they said, if you seek knowledge, if you seek for the sake of knowledge, you will gain nothing except arrogance and except darkness. If you seek knowledge for the sake of knowledge, you will become arrogant and you will achieve nothing from Almighty Allah's blessing. And if you seek knowledge for the sake of ibadah, for sake of amal and ibadah, you will get everything. Knowledge, of course, you will achieve the knowledge because you are in the process of achieving the knowledge. But since you are achieving, your intention and niyyah is that through this knowledge, I will perform the pious deeds. I will improve the level of my deeds. I will improve my spiritual status through this knowledge. I will be able to perform those acts which I have not been doing up till now because I had no knowledge of these things. So knowledge for the sake of amal and ibadah. So Holy Prophet sallallahu the awliya stated that knowledge should be achieved for amal and ibadah. Knowledge for amal, you understand? It means without amal, knowledge is not acceptable. Without spiritual deeds, without pious life, acts of pieties, weariness, without purity, without humbleness, without your own pure and pious life, unless you achieve this kind of life, there is no spiritual benefit of knowledge in your life. So knowledge becomes perfect, becomes useful, becomes beneficial only when it is combined with pious act. Now next they say that act is nothing unless combined with ikhlas. Then pious acts and ibadah and amal is nothing unless you combine it with ikhlas. Ikhlas is the force which makes your pious acts and deeds acceptable, and your pious acts are the force which make your knowledge acceptable. So acceptability of knowledge is based on amal as-salih, ibadah, and amal as-salih and al-ibadah, that is based on ikhlas. And if you achieve the ikhlas, then Almighty Allah opens the door of fahm, hikmah and marifah on you. Through ikhlas, ikhlas is the door to hikmah, ikhlas is the door to marifah, ikhlas is the door to al-ilmul ladunni. This is the door to ilmul ladunni. Some people may say how we should achieve the spiritual knowledge and the secrets of the knowledge. Secrets can never be given to anybody unless he is a very reliable friend. Do you give your secret to any common person in the society? Tell me, do you give your secret to any common person? Do you give? If you don't give your secret to any other common person unless he is a very dependent, reliable and trustworthy friend of yours, so why would Almighty Allah give His secrets to a person who is not His real friend? The one who is not able to stand for a while in the darkness of night for him. The one who is not able to cry for him for a couple of minutes during the darkness of night. The one who is not able to leave his beautiful and his beloved bed for sake of his beloved Almighty Allah. the one whose heart is not upset for his love of Almighty Allah, the one who is not too obedient to the commandments of Almighty Allah, the one who is not performing the pious deeds according to the commandments of Almighty Allah, the one who is not leading and living a life as he wishes us to live the life, the one who is not acting on his commandments, he has not become his friend, he doesn't possess the wariness, he has not fear of Almighty Allah in his life, he has not taqwa in his life, he has not abstinence of this world, his heart is not directed, the face of the heart is not directed towards Almighty Allah. He does not prefer Allah's will to everything of this world. He has not become a man of confidence to Almighty Allah. He has not become a trustworthy friend of Almighty Allah. Then why would he give his very precious treasure of secrets to him? So without all of this process, our knowledge cannot cannot go up from the books and papers and pens and things and sentences. Nothing else. And this knowledge is never useful for you in this life as well as in the life hereafter.